Yeah, good day everyone, and today you're welcome to Central Craft channel. I'm Yoke Central, and what are we gonna be doing today? I want to do this that you've seen me put on, this shirt in Ankara print. And let me tell you a secret, when I started making this video, this shirt you see me wear was actually a skirt, and I alterated it, I converted it to a shirt. If you want to see how I achieved this, you got to watch this video to the very end. In today's class, we won't be using this skirt to cut out our shirt pattern. Like I did tell you, I'm going to use Ankara print. It might not really be up to this size, but I'm going to maneuver. So come along, let's see. I'm going to loosen out this skirt. This is just a pencil skirt. I want to convert it to a shirt. Yeah, gang. So let's get started. I'm going to loosen it and I'll start. So as you can see, I'm through with the alteration, as in losing the skirts. This is the front panel that is going to form the back panel of our shirt pattern right now, the single piece. And these are the two back pieces I've losing the darts, everything. So these are the two back panels of the pencil skirts. They'll be forming the front pieces of the shirt block. So I'm going to iron right now, straighten them out. Then this is our shirt pattern. In case you don't know how we arrived at this, just check by my right hand side or left hand side. You're going to see the video showing you how to achieve this shirt pattern. We'll be cutting the back on fold. That's just one piece. One piece is the back panel. Then the front piece is two pieces. And like I did tell you when I was cutting this basic shirt block, that I might not be using the overlap space. Yes. So I left 1 inch for the overlap, 1 inch for the facing, and 1 inch for the interfacing. So I'm going to use this overlap space for facing, and this other 1 inch for the interfacing. So I'm not going to be using overlap, so I'll just use these 2 inches. Then I'll cut out, tracing it out with this fabric that I've just explained to you. So right now, as you can see, my skirt that I want to transform to my shirt, it's just becoming like my shirt right now. So after loosening the stitches of the skirt, I now used my pattern, the pattern that we cut out from the previous class, just like so. This pattern, I've used them to cut out this. Please, if you don't know how to get this pattern, as in if you don't know how to draw out these patterns, they are very easy. Just the video is here, how to draw out a basic shirt block by the circles. I just put it here, and you just have to watch it. Then I did tell you that I'm not going to use this. I've explained that. So right now, this is my front panel. I folded the part for the facing and the interfacing. So what I'll just do is that I'll go ahead to notch. You notch the facing line on the upper parts, just like so, and on the lower parts, just like so. So the part for the interfacing also you do same. For both sides, you notch the interfacing line on the lower side and the upper side, on the hem line and the neckline, like so. So you repeat same for the other parts, and we have this like so. We'll go and stitch on the sewing machine just like now. And what you do is you just do like so. This is the facing. This is the facing line. You bring it like so, and the interfacing. Okay, now we'll go to the machine and stitch. But before then, remember I did show you how to cut the yoke. So I've cut out the yoke for this shirt. Yeah, this is the yoke. Here's how it is. You're going to see how we're going to stitch it. Then what again? The sleeve. I've cut out the sleeve. It's going to be a short sleeve. So if you don't know, I'm going to leave the link below how to cut the sleeve. It's just like this sleeve I'm putting is just like a senator sleeve. I just released the video some days ago on how to cut the senator sleeve in 2 minutes actually. So you just put it. And I have also a video on how to cut a long sleeve on this channel. You could use that if you want that the basic sleeve look. Then what again? I think that's the basic. Those are the basic things. Let's go and stitch them together. I just folded 1 inch. It's 1 inch. It's 1 inch for facing and interfacing. So out of the 1 inch of the facing, I folded in 1/4 inch like so. I folded in like 1/4 inch or less than 1/4 inch like so. Then folded the remaining part to join the 1 inch interfacing just like so, so that we have a nice close on the reverse side. So we have it like so. So this is going to be the left hand side where we're going to affix the button, and this is going to be the right hand side where we're going to affix the buttonhole. But it can also be changed. You could change it in that ways. So let's just stitch right now. This is the left hand side for the button. So right now I'll just stitch like so, close to where I folded in, just like so. For this buttonhole side, I'm going to stitch it twice. I'm going to stitch it a little bit away from the extreme, like one line, then also to the right. But you could just stitch it once if you like, but to make it look nice, you could stitch it twice. So you stitch this other side, like I come in like 1/4 inch or thereabouts on this buttonhole as well of the shirt. This is the back panel, right side of the back panel, and this is the yoke. This is the yoke. This is the wrong side of the yoke. This is the 1/2 inch seam allowance for the yoke. So I'll just bend it like so, and place it like this on that 1/2 inch, and just stitch it straight. I'll make sure that these are well aligned. Then I'll just stitch like so. Make sure you stitch very close to the extreme. So right now, having fixed the yoke like so, you have the yoke and the main part of the shirt pattern like so. So what we do right now is just that you bring the front panel of the shirts, the 2 sides of the front panel of the shirts like so. You place it right side of the shirt front panel facing the right side of the back panel, just like so, and we join via the shoulders on our 1/2 inch seam allowance. Join like so, join, stitch like so. Right now, by the time I'm through with stitching on the 1/2 inch seam allowance via the shoulder, remember I stitched on this yoke directly, right side facing each other for both front and back panel. We're going to flip to the front, but before we do that, you just try to reduce this what's it called, seam allowance, because we are going to seal it up with that front yoke, so that it doesn't have any bulging effects. So right now you flip it like so. So you can see, we are going to use this to conceal it, just like so. So we stitch like so. You iron it towards the facing like so, such that it's relaxing. Then we use this to seal it. The real facing, as in the back cape or the yoke. So you use it to cover it like this. So you just do it this way and you stitch to cool. So right now, to affix the collar, you just fold the shirt into two like so, as in after fixing our shoulders to the yoke and the front and back panel. So you fold like so into two to get the center back. So once you've gotten the center back like so, I've notched it, you just notch, then you take your, please, if you don't know how to achieve this collar, I just did this some days ago on this channel, so I'm going to leave the link below, how to achieve your collar. So you just achieve this collar and then you fold into two as well and notch, then you place like so and you stitch. So you stitch all the way down to the extreme and also this way, then you continue. You see I'm doing it. You leave this other collar stand open. That's what you are used to. You're going to use to cover it. So you take the collar and the yoke, everything together like this. Then you just stitch to the extreme and on the right and on the left. And you're good to go. So after stitching the collar like so, the first layer, you now use that half inch we left on our previous video of making the collar. Please do watch. You use it, you fold like this so, and use it to cover the stitches of the collar, just like so, like I'm doing. You stitch all the way. So you are going to tuck in this side such that it covers it here, and you are going to stitch just like so. I've just stitched all the way through right now, so I'm going to stitch again like I'm top stitching, just to make sure the collar stand stays very well. I'll just stitch all the way through. We're good to go. Remember that I've already top stitched this collar, the collar stand, when I did the collar. So by the time I top stitched the collar stand to the bodies again, this was what I was having. So it makes the collar stay down like so. Just like so. So right now we're going to be fixing the sleeve. Right now I want to fix the sleeve to the shirt. And this is the sleeve that I've already cut out. In case you don't know how to cut this sleeve, I have a video on this channel, so many videos on sleeve, but there is one recent one. It's for South or Senator sleeve in 2 minutes. So I'll leave the link below for a short sleeve. I'm making a short sleeve, and if you want a long sleeve, I have the basic sleeve blog also. So I'll just show you how to affix this right now. You open the front and the back panel of the shirt like so, and you notch the points whereby you are going to start the shoulder point, not the actual shoulder point. You know, the front falls, the back falls to the front by 1 inch. So it's at the point of that fall that you are going to notch, just like so. And you notch the sleeve. Yeah, this sleeve I just made 2 inches top folding in. So can you just see how I did it? So that's it. Then you do it like so, and right side facing each other. You make sure that these notched parts are equal. Then you start affixing from this extreme to the other extreme, just like so. After affixing the sleeve like so, you make sure you try to hem the lower parts before we stitch the sleeve and the bodies together. So hem the lower parts just like so. Remember this S shape, it's always like somehow difficult, but you just have to be careful Just like so, you bend like so, and you turn a little. Remember you added this half-inch allowance, stitching allowance. So you just, by the time you get here, you try to maneuver like so. I'll stitch now, then we join the sides, and the shirt is ready. So right now, after stitching this hem line like so of the shirt for both the back and the front panel, so what we do right now is just to now stitch together. Remember, I fix the sleeve. You just place it like so. You make sure that the front panel and the back panel are equal. You start stitching from the sleeve point like so. You measure the sleeve circumference. I'm going to use 6.5. Yes, so I have my stitching allowance. So just like so, I'm going to stitch the sleeve like so. Then from there, we go straight down and make sure that the front and the back panel bodies are well aligned to the hem line. So you just stitch like so. And in case you have enough allowance on the armhole, you could just do a top stitching around those points, the armhole, such that all the insides are perfectly finished. Or you could use an interlocking machine to do that. Yeah, so I'll just stitch like so down, and you see the shirt is ready. The shirt is now ready. All we have to do right now is to affix our buttons on the left hand side and the buttonholes. We have to open this for the buttonholes on the right hand side, and you're good to go. Yeah. Okay, this is the final product of my Ankara print shirt. So I'll just fix my buttonholes on this right hand side and the button on the left. And if you want to achieve a male shirt the same way, remember I didn't put that. And remember, this is actually fitted because my material was not really enough. If you want yours to do, because it all depends on your pattern. Don't forget, watch out for how I'm going to fix a stylish pocket to this shirt in my next video. And don't forget to watch how to achieve this collar, how to achieve the sleeve, and every video one you need to achieve. Till I come your way next time, if this video has been helpful to you, don't forget to like, give it thumbs up, please. It matters to us a lot. And don't forget to subscribe and share. Please don't forget to follow me on my other channel, Cetro's Blog, and follow us on Instagram, Cetro Media. You can call us during this Yuletide period for all your activities, weddings, birthdays, whatever the ceremony is. We do cinematic video coverage and real photography that will wow you. So call Cetro Media. Yeah, don't forget the therapy. Keep on smiling, smiling, smiling. Till I come your way next time. Love you. Catch you.